no pride in their work.
I went to a Dunkin' Donuts one time and got cursed out. I was like, "Hey, doesn't this come with like a combo?" I was trying to get a croissant sandwich or whatever. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Don't this come with like hash browns and a drink?" She was like, "What do you think this McDonald's muff?" I was like, "Oh, you serious?" I was shocked. Yeah, she went right at me. I was like, "All right, I think you joking." I ain't joking. What you want? I was like,
Oh
can
wow.
I get that? Yeah. Came around and you get the food and whatnot. And I was
Well,
like, yo, where's the girl that was sassing me out? She was like, I'm right here. I was like, I don't know if you was being funny or not, but I kind of enjoyed that if you were being funny. But if you were serious, damn.
They say you running plays, that's ish talk. You say you getting paid, that's ish talk. You see me with my babe, that's ish talk. The money in the way, that's ish talk. I beg, I beg, I beg, I beg. I beg, I
welcome
beg, I
to another
beg you.
episode of the
We full of
Lord
bond, but come
Show,
from
Ish
another
Talk
day. Who said
TV,
it
live
ain't? They
from the
say we out.
DMV, doing it
Say
how
you
it's
running plays,
supposed
that's
to
ish
be.
talk.
I hope you
You
got
say
some
you getting
kush at the
paid, that's
crib,
ish talk.
some cat
You
in the
see me with
bed,
my babe,
and some
that's ish
cash
talk.
in your
The
pocket.
money in the
More
way,
can
that's
be
ish talk.
said. This is DMV News. I'm your host, B More, aka Princess Amunda, and my moderators in the house, Leslie Olabisi.
Hey,
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 hey.
hey. And we got the OG in the house, Cool from Explicit Intelligence on YouTube. What's good? OG, Old Sport,
What it
Bro
do?
Ham.
What it do? OJ did that shit.
DMV News. We're talking about basically this week. Sometimes on this show that the news just writes itself. But let's get
Yeah.
to DC, and we talk so much about what's going on and with these kids and the violence. And a couple years ago, it was like this big story about this local dude. He was doing real good things, and he just ended up getting murdered. But let's get to the. They found out
Oh,
who it was, and this.
okay. DC. Okay, DMV News. We're going to DC. Two men held without bond for 2023 quadruple shooting at a Northeast DC hookah lounge. Two men, Antoine Shelton and Cody Wynn, were facing first degree murder charges in connection with the fatal shooting of Blake Bozeman at a Northeast DC hookah lounge in 2023. According to prosecutors, Shelton was seen holding a gun the night of the shooting. Moments later, he allegedly aimed the firearm inside the crowded lounge and opened fire. Surveillance footage reportedly shows Shelton tucking the handgun into his waistband after firing at least 9 shots. Bozeman was shot at close range while allegedly walking past Shelton inside the lounge. Both Shelton and Wynn are charged with first degree murder, but
Hold
the
on,
two
hold
have
on. I'm
maintained their
sorry.
innocence.
So did y'all? So they shot inside of a club of a lounge, right?
Mm-hmm.
God,
Mm-hmm.
what type of ape monkey nigga shit?
Accident murderers.
But my thing,
Accident
the
murderers.
thing that popped to my mind is though, if you shot into a crowd, how are you shooting into a crowd if the person walks right by you and you shot them point blank? Which one is it?
He was being reckless. He was like,
Um,
accident
Investigators
murderers.
said they were able to match clothing seen on Wynn in surveillance footage from the night of the shooting to clothing found at his home.
Dumbass. So he kept the same clothes.
He's stupid nigga.
He kept that.
Wynn, who previously served as a violence interrupter for DC's Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement, was no stranger to efforts aimed at curbing violence. Wynn is involved with several youth organizations aimed at curbing youth violence, including Cure the Streets, Growing Up, and Safe Passage, according to his attorney. Each of these programs have received millions in city funding. Both Shelton and Wynn are scheduled for a court hearing on April the 1st. Why did they shoot Blake Bozeman? What do y'all think?
Bama's being Bama's, man. And then what are y'all doing with the guns anyway? I thought y'all was activists.
How did he get in the club with the gun?
That's
I
what
guess
I'm saying.
I guess there wasn't there was no pat what do you call it?
It
Did he
had
know
to.
the security guard?
Did he know the security guard? Right.
And the Bama was like, "What's up, boy? Yeah. Let me get up in this joint bag."
So
But
Bozeman used to play basketball for Morgan State. I went to
He used
Morgan
to
State.
hoop.
and he was a community advocate. So do you think this has something to do with their organizations? Like, was there a thing about outshining, or they both got funding? Were they going after the same grants? Did they have a Twitter battle that we don't know about? Like, it had to be
It
something,
has to be something deeper than that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
because
think
he
it's
deeper like that.
deeper than
specifically
Yeah.
that.
waited for him to
Yeah,
walk by, so that was the target.
it had probably had nothing to do with their organizations. Yeah, probably something a little bit deeper.
And for this man to be part of, he's getting millions of dollars. That's why I think these nonprofits, I think a lot of them are just dudes that just trying to get money, trying to get a bag. They're not trying to
Mm.
help out. And just like what we've seen in the West Coast with uh what's the dude
Big,
name?
big U, big
Big
U.
U.
Uh,
He's
it's
supposed
some
to be
celebrity names
you're
being
supposed to be
involved in
yeah,
that.
exactly. You're supposed to be a community activist, but the whole time you're still doing these crimes. And apparently this Courtney Wynn, the dude, he
Hmm.
he was arrested for killing somebody a couple years ago.
Oh
Jeez,
wow. Well,
So
they
jeez.
say Bozeman was who used to be a part of the problem was now risking his life to be a part of his future. So it sounds like it's already been identified that the work that he was doing did come with some danger. The name of the organization he worked with, his organization was called the Pivot Group, which mentors student athletes and prepares them for various career paths. So I think he focused on student athletes and just kind of knowing, everybody's not going to make it into the NBA, and helping them help guide their futures. As
Nah,
some
he was probably working with the best of the best though, trying to get them to look out the contract and shit, NIL deals. Hey,
No, I don't think so. I think career path, when they say career paths, various career paths, that's to prepare you for not continuing on, because every student athlete doesn't turn professional. And if
not at all. Yeah.
you're not really focusing on what are you going to do when basketball is over it. So you need specific people to kind of who know what you've been through to help guide you. My
oh
sister
you froze
is
up.
a track star
Yeah.
from University of Texas. She's in the School of Fame of UT Austin. She and that was like one of her
Well,
yeah, okay. That happened.
That was one of her what? You stop right there.
That was one of her positions, doing career guidance and stuff like that when she was at one of her former employers. I don't want to say their name, but it's a thing. People aren't prepared.
all right. So do y'all think that this stop the violence people that be doing this shit, you think they really care about the community or they just trying to get a bag?
I think it's a mixture of both. I think they go in with a good heart, and then that bag come and they like, damn, I got a lot of money off this shit.
My heart says everybody means what it is that they do. I can't. I won't even put a question mark on it. Not on this one. I think that people um, who take the time to help kids really want to help kids.
I
I really
think
do believe that.
But I think if you're gonna help kids, especially in this day and age, you gotta be on the up and up. You can't be on no slick shit like homie was. Like my broke ass been in the community for 20 years. I ain't make no type of money. And the money I do make, I put right back in the community, and that's nothing but enough to rent a gym.
It's mostly
But
yeah, right.
yeah, but I just think, yeah, I mean, for these guys right here, be on the up and up, man, because you putting kids in danger. You might be a
Mm.
target and you having a cookout, and all of a sudden,
Yeah, that's true. My heart. I just feel like even when you are on the up and up and you're doing all the right things, people still hate you and want to see you destroyed. And sometimes that venom that's thrown at you, it casts a shadow on you, as if to say, well, he must be up to something. She must be up to
yeah,
something. Because otherwise, why is all that happening? Where a lot of stuff happens just off of people truly being haters for real.
Hmm.
true, true, true. but it's still what did you do in your past? You could be clean as a whistle now, but what did you do in your past that somebody didn't forget? Was it
Yeah, but
that
I mean
bad?
that's
Because I don't
life.
have
It's
no enemies.
real.
I think I could throw a cookout and not get sprayed at.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know of
It
any
could be
enemies that
that.
I have either. But shoot, I'm sure I've heard gunshots around here within the 2 years that I've lived here every now and again.
Could be
So it
Prego or
doesn't mean
fish.
that the cookout couldn't get shot at. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I mean it can happen. It can
it can
happen.
happen. It can
I
happen when things happen. You know what I
I
mean?
tell you what, if rest his soul, I guess. Rayful Edmonds throw a cookout somewhere, I ain't going to that joint.
That was another thing that I was going to say. I do think though it is wise to move in certain areas, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if you doing the Lord's work, there's no place on H Street Northeast that you need to be hanging out in.
Yeah.
It's like
You
Why are
not
shouldn't
you
be.
one,
You
there?
shouldn't be at a hookah
not one
lounge.
of them Jones. Maybe
Yeah.
that one that
You
has the
know?
board games.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Go to the joint and
All
profit.
them joints, anything is bound to happen. I've been in
Go to the
every
joint
single
profit.
business
But
at least 2 or 3 times over since they started developing over there because I used to work over there.
if
And
you're a community
anything will pop
activist,
off
if
at any
you're
time.
if you're part of the people, shouldn't you be comfortable around going to a hookah lounge
No, what I'm saying is,
where it's lit? Because you got
so
your
what I'm
people.
saying is, on this strip of H Street in Northeast,
I think they
all
were
of
on
these
U Street though.
places are a place where
Dang,
something
you street hot
could pop
now?
off. Like it's bound to happen. It's very likely to happen. And in that case, go party somewhere else. I'm
Yeah.
Mm.
just saying.
Yeah, Crofton.
Take
There
your
are
ass
things
to.
that there are some unfortunately, it's like when people say like they start making money and then they move out the hood. Some people stay in the hood, but then you got to deal with hood behavior.
Right.
It's like when you're doing the Lord. I call working with children the Lord's work. I'm not being facetious. I really
Hell
do mean it.
yeah.
I really do love kids. You know what I'm saying? And I do realize that the more entrusted we are with delicate things and innocent things, people and whatever missions, whatever your activism is about, the more you get into that, the more you have to pay attention to where you're spending your leisure time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You got to
yeah.
be more discerning. Not to blame, and
Mine.
I don't want this to come across like I'm blaming the victim. All I'm saying is that it's unfortunate and people will hate no matter what. And so we have to do the best that we can do, like defensive driving.
His ass shouldn't been there.
It's a good point. That's a good point too.
He shouldn't be. He should be in Babylon or something like that. But since you're working with kids, you don't. Leslie didn't. No, I'm saying I'm smack. Cool,
Leslie says I'm
cool,
working with kids.
cool. Doesn't know that you work with kids. But what I was going to say to you was, how is that Lauren Hill skit doing? You helping the kids out.
Yes, with the graphic urban soap operas.
All right, so that's
Okay.
terrible, terrible what that happened to that dude. And it just goes to show that some people are not going to be able to turn over a new leaf.
Yeah.
Some people are just killers. That dude, Cody Lynn, is a
Oh, okay.
killer.
That's what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. And how
But
this
they
damn
said,
and how does damn DC government gonna give these people millions of dollars in support just because they're
Right.
popular? They're popular in the streets. That's what I don't like about DC. Is all a popularity contest. But let's get to this other thing that's crazy in the city. These restaurants closing.
so now let's take it to the restaurant world. In DC, 40% of DC restaurants are likely to close by the end of 2025. The Restaurant Association of Metropolitan Washington surveyed more than 200 restaurants in January and February. The survey shows that 2 in 5, or 40% for some of y'all who did not pass basic arithmetics, okay, you got 120, 220, 320, 420, 5. It's 520, so that's 40%. Okay. Full service casual places said the year likely to close said that they're likely to close in the coming year. 62% of restaurants, okay, so that's over 100%. So we're just going to say 60% of restaurant survey reported lower profits in 2024. Okay. Last year, DC saw its highest number of restaurant closures, but also the highest number of openings. So sounds like they're canceling it. It's balancing out. Um, RAMW, which is the Restaurant Association, tells Fox 5 that as diners choose to stay home amid inflation, keeping up with labor costs is also a big concern. I find this hard to believe. In July, tipped worker wages in DC go up from $10 an hour to $12 an hour. A couple of years ago, Initiative 82 passed, and we've seen an increase in labor costs. You put all that together, it's been an extremely challenging time, said Eric Heidenberger, part
He did his voice.
part owner of DC Restaurant Group, which employs 250 people. We've been around for 45 years. We've never seen a stretch like this in our history. I'm gonna let y'all go first. What do y'all think about
They,
this?
um, it's a lot of factors involved, isn't it? These are restaurants in DC.
DC.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you're asking these owners to pay the workers more, which I think is fair. I mean, but if they don't have that financial backing with the customers coming in and eating, they got to recoup that money some way. And if it ain't in DC, plus you got, violent crime. Can't
Mm.
ignore that.
Man,
And
the
with
crime has
the
actually
federal
gone down.
workers,
I saw a report recently that says
Good point.
the crime has actually gone down. So that's a non-factor. And then for them to for the rise, they say as people are staying home, people aren't staying home and cooking. They're staying home. They're still ordering from these restaurants.
They're
Trust
going to
me,
McDonald's.
me and DoorDash have a secret love affair. Okay, I spend a lot of money on DoorDash, and so does everybody else. Seamless, Grubhub, whatever the name is called now, Uber Eats.
they're
Right.
talking about
Cart.
full service restaurants.
No, they're talking about casual eating restaurants and diners.
Oh
That's
shit.
what
Not
people.
carry out.
That's what people order from. Now, on a on a better note, the diner in Adams Morgan is now going back to 24 hours. That used to be the jam. So anybody who was upset that they would drive by at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and it was closed, it is back in working order. But as far as this is concerned, see, back when they passed this initiative, um,
I
it
was
was not
support
too
of
long
it.
when I got out of the before. That wasn't too long before I left. I think it's like back in. There's been a couple, so I might get it mixed up. But in 2000, I want to say like there was something in 2002, something in 2011, which made it mandatory for you to start reporting your tips. I remember when we do tip out, we would have to in the computer report how many tips we made, and then I think 2018 or somewhere around there is when the hourly wage jumped from like a couple dollars to $8 or six, ten
Hmm.
dollars or whatever it was that they're moving from now. And the thing of it is, with them also adding the reporting tips part, it's really like the only people that are benefiting from it actually are the restaurateurs. If and now that the restaurants are forcing this whole culture of automatically adding 18 to 20% to all checks, no matter what the size is, and the fact that the people have not like basically stood up to refuse it, that's all good. That all benefits restaurateurs. I don't never believe none of that. The delivery fee doesn't go to the driver. Then who does it go to? If he's driving around, like who does that $5.99 go to? Because most of my life when we had deliveries, the delivery was free and you tipped. That's a part of the delivery. Same thing with the wages. We made $2, $3, $4 an hour because everybody, we had a tipping culture. But when you came in and told everybody what they have to tip, you
Mm.
pissed everybody off. That's why people aren't making the same money. And you staff your restaurants according to how many people that come in. So none of this
Right.
to me sounds truthful. It all sounds like too much government regulation and restaurateurs once again always being cheap and passing the buck on everybody else. That's
They
just
said
how
them
I see it.
federal they said them federal job cuts could lead to $342 million in decline in DC.
Oh.
Say that again.
They said the federal job cuts alone will lead to a $342 million revenue decline in DC. If it's a what a 40%, it's gonna be a 40% shortage of restaurants because no one's going. You're gonna have to
Mhm.
replace that somehow. What you gonna put there? Fitness room, fitness center?
I mean,
Right.
It ain't
so
gonna be a
far,
restaurant
not for nothing, but so far, people are still going.
I
to the
People are
I
still
don't
going
think
out to the
I
restaurants,
I don't think
or
there's
they're
go I don't think
ordering.
they're going as often inside, like going
I
to
mean,
restaurants.
that's
But
probably true. But
uh,
what I'm
I'd say
saying
you,
is that from the restaurateurs that are complaining,
wait.
change your practices to make it more feasible for everybody.
Are
That's
you
what I'm
saying
saying.
restaurant tours?
Restaurateurs, yes.
Oh, restaurant. Okay.
Restaurateurs. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. Go ahead.
yeah,
Oh, what the hell is a restaurant tour? Like,
TEUR tour.
I thought you like go to different restaurants with the tours, but
yeah. I look. That's what I was thinking for a minute, and then when she broke it down with the accent, I was like, oh, that's a thing. That's a person.
for if you want for a family of four to go out nowadays, it's breaking your fucking pockets. It's getting fucking disrespectful. Oh,
I'm telling you, Outback be empty. Ruby Tuesdays
But
be empty.
what I'm saying is whose fault? I'm saying that that's the restaurant's fault. The
That's the
restaurateurs.
that.
my local my
The prices of the meals and the foods have barely changed.
yes they
But
have.
the tax,
Man, $12 for
but the tax and the tip
number
has
four with cheese.
My local pho spot, my large chicken pho went up two damn dollars.
right. And how long was it at that price? How long you been
It
going
just
there?
started being like this
Well, how long have you been going there?
for years.
How many years?
Four.
In 4 years,
The
which
price
means
went up now.
so if you've been going there for 4 years,
And
that means the price might not have gone up in 6 years, and it went up $2. And you're eating pho, which has what, a lot of eggs in it,
no, it's
which we
just
all know the price of eggs and dairy has gone up. So that's where you can say that's a produce related or a source related cost.
So we talk
You
about
can't do
the
nothing
hit to
about
the
that.
economy. That's an economy hit then.
that's a
It
hit
is.
to the
That's
economy.
It is an economy. What I'm all I'm saying is I find that restaurateurs are always ready to point the finger at everybody else instead of actually changing their whole work structure, their whole pay system, their profit losses, their number crunching, their sourcing, everything, their overhead
Okay.
versus
All right, let me ask you.
thank you.
Most of these we're talking about how many 45% of the restaurants are thinking about closing or
that's almost half.
all right,
40%,
all right. So
40%, two out
all
of
right,
five.
all right. So we're talking about
That's not almost half.
okay.
Almost.
And
Ain't
so
that
we got
far?
so we have black businesses in DC that just started. And you know how what happens when these things happen. The first people to get hit are black businesses. The first wave we get hit. So imagine how this is gonna
I don't know about that, but go ahead.
and then you expecting to charge it, and then you already have your price up a little bit because you're a black business. So when you have to increase your prices, especially what happened at the HBCU with the
Oh yeah, with
slutty
the
vegan,
restaurant. They
like
got them the fuck out of there. They was like, we'll take that cheap ass Mexican food any
yeah.
day of the week.
So what y'all think about black businesses when it comes to closing down and this happening? Like, is there a
You go
correlation?
first, Mr. Cool.
I think it might be a mixture of lack of education for opportunities for the business. I wouldn't say yeah, because if they got more funding, fit equal funding, they could probably,
Fun.
compete.
What are you talking
It's
about?
fun because
For a
because
restaurant?
black businesses gotta you look at some of these black businesses, they start off. I seen one in Upper Marlboro start off as a restaurant, like a delicatessen. And then they got out quick because they wasn't making enough money, and they ended up being a food truck because that
Right.
gave.
So that's the one thing.
So
Most
you want
restaurants fail within the first, if not the first year, the first two, or the first five. So off the string, before you even talk about whether they black or white, most restaurants not gonna make it. So some of this 40%, they was not gonna make it. No way. Go ahead.
would so I get it because my next question would have been wouldn't that be like a downgrade to get a food truck now when you had a restaurant sitting
No,
there?
rest of
Uh,
food trucks are actually great because it has less overhead. It's
I'm
more about
not.
It's
how
I'm
you
not
it's more of
eating
a
at no
deliver.
risk.
damn food truck.
Yeah,
Say
see, there
what?
we go. We got a lot of citizens like that.
What?
Like, do they clean that shit after they finish in that food
Listen,
truck?
I've seen them park too much with the lines. Listen, people
True.
eat off
I've
of
been in
people
one
eat
of
off of
them.
food trucks. People eat off of food trucks.
Okay, well, we're moving from that to these closings to another thing that black businesses have to do with is our own people fucking up our shit.
But
So
also too, and
let's
I
get
hate to
to
say this, but I don't know what
well,
it
go
is
ahead.
about
What are you gonna say?
black-owned restaurants, but golly, they really be fucking up at a higher percentage and a higher rate than everybody else. I swear to God. Quality customer service organization. I've worked at a lot of service related professions, and the comparison between I just don't understand it. Why is the experience so different? I
Oh,
really don't understand it,
I think
but it is
yeah.
from an operations point of view
Mm.
on down.
It's
Because
gonna
I
get
think that
worse.
anytime you have a place where, not 100%, but when a place is operating properly, people normally act right. It's when people are being treated poorly, or they feel like they being screwed over with the cost of things based off what they're getting, that they start acting ignorant. And the thing is, the reason why I think they don't necessarily spaz out a white establishments is because they just won't go anymore. So then that means you go to black establishments and you spazzing out there.
Yeah. I think COVID, man. COVID. You got these young adults in these positions of these greeter positions. They don't want them. Waitresses and waiter positions. They don't want them. Bartenders don't want to do it.
No pride
Nah,
in
not
their
at
work.
all.
They
It's
have
like
no pride in their work.
I went to a Dunkin' Donuts one time and got cursed out. I was like, "Hey, doesn't this come with like a combo?" I was trying to get a croissant sandwich or whatever. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Don't this come with like hash browns and the drink?" She was like, "What do you think this McDonald's muff?" I was like, "Oh, you serious?" I was shocked. Yeah, she went right at me. I was like, "All right, I think you joking." I ain't joking. What you want? I was like,
Oh
can
wow.
I get that? Yeah. Came around and you get the food and whatnot. And I was
Well,
like, yo, where's the girl that was sassing me out? She was like, I'm right here. I was like, I don't know if you was being funny or not, but I kind of enjoyed that if you were being funny. But if you were serious, damn. All right. Should I check my croissant? Should I check that, Joe? You spit it into some shit?
I don't know why these women be treating you like this.
Hey, flat off. Hey, look, I had just came from like a workout or some shit. My body was feeling good. I was like, go give me a
Was you wearing
chunky.
sweatpants?
Yeah, I think no, I was in a drive-through. I was in a drive-through. That's why I know. I was like, where she get the attitude from? I'm in a good mood. And she was like, F you, dude. Shut the fuck up. I was like, hey, all right, bet. I just want a croissant and a meal, Joan.
Well, that's when we talk about customer service and how they treat each other because there was this big thing happened at this black business and on H Street.
Uptown. Oh,
Up well, I think it was H10
it's Georgia
U
Avenue.
Street or something. Yeah, Georgia Avenue. Sorry about that.
Uptown.
Yeah, so let's get to that.
So in DC, Uptown, um, they
Uptown,
don't play that
uptown.
shit. And they got the video to back it up. Video shows violent dispute over $8 wings at a Northwest DC restaurant. Let me
Smack.
do that again. Uptown DC. And they don't play that shit. And they got the video to back it up. Video shows violent dispute over $8 wings at Northwest DC restaurant. The violent attack happened on Friday night around 8:50, not 8:45 and not 8:30. At 8:50 p.m. at the family-owned restaurant The Crab Plug. I've walked past that place a couple times and wondered, was it any good? On Georgia Avenue, Driscoll Warner is a server and bartender at the Crab Plug and witnessed the entire situation. He said a customer ordered some wings, didn't get them, but she wasn't charged for them. That's when the situation escalated, as seen in the security video. He said he tried to de-escalate it all by reassuring the customer that she had not been charged and even showed her the bill, but she just was not satisfied. It wasn't good enough because she ordered her wings and
Wanted
didn't
them
get them.
wings.
Something that
Yeah.
happens. If all of this is over some $8 wings, I said I'd give you the money out of my pocket. This whole situation can be done, he explained. The owner sent her $10 before all of this even happened, he said. But that $10 piece offering turned into more than $8,000 worth of damage to the restaurant's facade. Crab Plug opened in July with the intention of being part of the Georgia Avenue Northwest community. That's terrible. That's very ignorant.
Yeah, I saw the footage. Homegirl was a big back. She wanted them wings. She wanted them wings. It was going to do whatever to get them.
You know when
Fuck
you're
that
hungry
refund.
and you
Yeah.
have your mouth fixed on, you know?
She done she done had two J's. She had a glass of Hennessy straight, and she was like, "I love some crab plug wings, 8 piece with a biscuit and some fries, cause they hook it up with the sweet tea and shit." And Dave was like, "We ain't got them wings for you,
I
homegirl."
got
She
a
was like, "You
confession.
better give me goddamn wings,
I have
goddamn
a
it."
confession.
You got them wings you kirked out? Them
I
wings
have a
good?
confession.
Crab
Uh-oh.
plug.
Uh-oh.
I have a confession.
Uh-oh.
I have spazzed out on a restaurant like that before.
No, you
in
You
my
couldn't.
want the
younger
wings?
in my younger years.
You want the wings?
Before I became Zen Leslie.
Give me some wings.
But the thing was, but it wasn't black owned. Okay, it was like Pakistani or Indian or something. And I used to order from this place on North. This is when I used to live in Baltimore, and I used to order from this place on North Charles Street pizza. So I called them and
Charles
I was
Street.
like, "Let me
Yeah.
get a large pizza with very little cheese," because they would always put globs and globs of cheese. So like just light cheese, pepperoni pizza. This man brought me a large pizza, and when I tell you the pizza looked like Freddy Krueger face, so it was just like all red and just like little spots like speckles. I was like, they playing games. So I called the man back and I was like, yo, what's up with this pizza? I said, I wanted light cheese, not no cheese. Who wants a pizza that looks like this? This doesn't make any sense. And he's like, well, that's what you got. That's what you get.
Oh,
And I
Damn.
was like, wait, I was like, I order from you all the time. I was like, you don't care about your customers. I'm a regular customer. I order from you all the time. That's how you treat your customers. Like, I'm not. And he was like, that's fine. We got other customers. I said, oh, yeah.
Dang.
I told my neighbor, watch Marley. We was in there playing the Wii. I said, I'll be right. No, I didn't have my son. We was in there playing the Wii. I said, I'm going to be right back. And went down to that pizza place and brought that pizza back. And I said, oh, you got more customers? And I took each slice of pizza and I knocked down
Gee.
everything off of the damn
Oh,
table, threw the pizza slices on the wall, rubbed all of the pizza slices all on everything,
Kirk
knocked.
out. Kirk out. Kirk out. Kirk out.
And then I came back and I was like, then I changed my clothes and I was like, listen, if the police come,
Yeah, I'm guilty as
be
hell.
ready to bail me out because I done
I'm
did
guilty
some
because I'm guilty
ignorant.
as hell.
So
Guilty as hell.
why did you do that?
I was so angry because I did not know how to manage my emotions. And I spazzed out. Like that's why I'm so Like, let me
Over some
just
Sal's pizza. Sal's, why ain't no black people on the wall?
disrespect. He was like, I don't get basically, he was like, I don't give a fuck about you or your business. We have other customers. We
Radio
don't need
Raheem.
you. And that was too much for me to deal with. And at that time, I had left my ex-husband. So I was already in a state of just kind of like
Rage.
I was already in an emotional state. Maybe I was a so-called angry black woman at
Ready
that
to kirk
time.
out.
But it wasn't so much. But this thing about angry black women is really like people keep pushing you and pushing you and pushing you. And but again,
Push that
because
pizza.
things happen in life, you got to be able to move over them without spazzing out. So I'm gonna say I understand the sister. I understand. But I was in my late 20s. I'm like, that was a while ago, but I get it.
I mean,
So
it wasn't even mumbo sauce though.
it'd be like the principle of it. Who knows what they said to her though? Like something might have. Look, I'm trying to take up for her. Something might have
Yeah.
triggered her. They might have said,
I don't
"Look,
know because the Bama said he was
bitch,
giving
we
them the
said we
refund.
didn't charge you for the wings. So what are you talking about?" They could have said something like
Yeah.
that, and she'd have
Look,
been like, "Who's
but
calling a bitch? I'll
the
tear
Bama was
this
gonna give
whole
her money.
place down."
Wasn't he about to give her some money too?
Yeah, the
I
owner
think they
was
did
going
give her
to
$10,
try to give her $10, but
I would have shut the fuck up after that. Thank you.
but it
My
wasn't.
bad.
It
I'm out
must
of
not have
here.
been about the money. It
it's
must
just,
have been
It
that
was about them
I took
wings.
my order and I
They
had my
got
mouth
sauce.
fixed on, and then I got here and
Crab
where my
plug,
wings
what's
at?
up, man? I'm
Y'all got
trying
the
to
chairs
holler.
upside down. Y'all got the chairs up on the table. Hold up, where my food
that
at
chicken,
though?
that chicken must be good. That chicken must be banging.
And everything else is closed except for Manny and Olga's.
Yeah, and she 2 J's in with a half full of Hennessy. Shit.
And
how do you
them kids be shooting up the block over there. The past couple years, I'm telling you, I was riding down the street and had to slide down.
Yeah, you
And my
know.
friend who was driving was like, "See, he got it on his hip right." I said, "Oh, okay," and I just slid down, and 3 seconds, pop, 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 pop. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Are
yeah,
we going to
yeah.
drive into the shooting, or are we going to make a U-turn?"
Yeah, I've been
That's
like
how they be getting down. So
I've
That's
been
exactly what black businesses have to go through. And I do believe something else happened for her to spaz out like that. But at the same time, DC has a lot of sensitive ass motherfuckers that feel like they've been disrespected, even though it's
yeah,
some normal
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
I'm like, oh, just let it go.
just let it
Just let it
go.
go.
yeah.
But then
But it
Nah, I don't
comes with
want to.
but
maturity.
you
I think they
Hold
got
on,
to. It's the
but
youth problem.
you wanna go and destroy a store. It reminded me of that scene from The Last Dragon when Show Enough pulled up
Yeah.
to the pizza
That
shop,
was messed
and
up.
and then
Beat his ass.
the black dude he like, that ain't mine. Like when that ain't,
Right. They when he his, he broke the
yeah,
damn game.
I
Yeah,
know. And then
He's like,
yeah.
that ain't even my game.
I didn't pay for that.
But now I
Yeah, I
got to
remember
pay for
that
that.
joke.
So that's what the girl was doing at
Yeah,
the crab
yeah,
plug, and then the
yeah,
owners are like, I don't own that. But it's a
That ain't
damn
yeah.
even my
shame.
game.
I hope they don't
But
close, but also the community came through and
oh,
they
really?
they supported, they helped clean
That's
up.
what's up.
That's
So,
good.
but let's get to other DMV news. We got Leslie, well at BC, we got Cool from Explicit Intelligence. Tell the people where they can reach you at, brother, before we move on to our Maryland story.
Yeah, I'm on IG, suckers, Mr. Cool with a Z. Easy. And then you could find me on YouTube, Explicit Intelligence. You gotta spell it correctly. I ain't do anything funny with the words.
Trust
Thank
me.
you for that.
You gotta tell them that. You gotta tell them that.
All right, so let's get to the story that just it blew up.
So
And
now let's go to Maryland.
I don't know if they
Sheesh.
did the right thing or the worst thing compared to our story about the girl they got arrested for stealing. I forgot how much she stole, but let's get to the Maryland story.
29,000. I got you.
Yeah, that jump,
29
homegirl,
G's, chief.
the manager,
29 G's.
the
Split between
manager.
7 people, I think.
Yeah, the manager jump, the
And that's
manager.
cumulative over time. So it wasn't even like one lump sum where you could really feel it. You know what I mean?
Dead presidency
That's like
too.
you had a couple $100 this minute and then a
Yeah.
couple weeks and
Now you broke again. Now you
$100.
broke again.
Yeah. So Taking it back to Maryland, 3 charged in a string of Maryland 7-Eleven ATM robberies straight out of barbershop. It didn't work on the movie. I don't know why they attempted to do this in real life, but all criminals think they're smarter than other criminals until they get caught. 3 Washington, D.C. men have been arrested and charged in connection with a series of 7-Eleven ATM robberies in Maryland that allegedly netted them $200,000 in cash. Okay.
Them Bama's guilty. Look at their face.
Oh, oh my
These
God.
Bamas, you don't. I bet the fat Bama
That
was
one
the
in the middle
driver.
look familiar. Don't he look like you know him?
The one in the middle got access to the jaw of life, and
So
the Bama with
investigators believe.
the Bama with the core bottle shape up, core
Oh,
bottle
so
top
that's how they
shape
were
up.
doing it. Okay, so yeah, the investigators say they used hydraulic rescue tools, commonly known as the jaws of life, like the firefighters use when you get in
Yeah.
a car
How you
accident,
get that?
to break into ATMs. I'm always wondering, how do people get into the ATM?
With the
They
jaws of
hit, they
life.
hit they hit the stores in Beltsville, Upper
Dang,
Marlboro, my
dang.
former home,
I know where
Lanham,
that one at.
where I'm
Dang.
from, and
I know
Oxon
where that one
Hill.
at.
That's your stopping grounds, isn't it, Mr. Cool? Oxon Hill?
Hey, well, nah, I'm near the Upper Marlboro Lanham area. I know exactly which ones they hit.
Hmm. Which one's that?
The
Beltsville. Oh, so what's that? The one Powder Mill Road in Route 1? Is that still
the
there?
the Lanham junk that they
The
probably talking
Lanham one.
about is the one by Pizza Hut.
Whitfield Whitfield Chapel Road?
Yep, yep, that
Okay.
junk right there. And the
And
joint in
Upper
Upper
Marlboro.
Marlboro is
Where's the
probably
Upper
is
Marlboro?
probably the one by the bank, the M&T Bank by the courthouse. They probably hit
Oh,
that
real
junk.
Upper
Or
Marlboro. Oh, yeah, yeah,
yeah, or
yeah.
the junk on Crane Highway up top on the hill.
Yeah,
You
they
better
probably
off
hit the
hitting
joint
that
that's
jump.
right by the highway for easy access.
Yep, right there by the courthouse.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Smack
Well,
bammers, they
maybe that's
smack.
why it took so long for them to get caught, but they did get caught. Police identified the suspects as 33-year-old Jeff Cruz,
Mm.
39-year-old David Jerome Walker, and 34-year-old Maurice Roots. Cruz and Walker are accused of
Who need
targeting
a
businesses
haircut?
across PG County between January 29th and February 22nd, while Roots has been charged in connection with the February 22nd robbery. So they've like, okay, this is a 3-man job. We need to get one more person. And you know what? Once they got that third person, that's probably what messed them up.
Who y'all think is the mastermind? And these dudes are my age, so I'm like, damn, they
The
going through it.
Like
mastermind.
They
somebody we could
going
have
through
gone to
it.
school with, like for real.
I think the
Well,
mastermind. I think that the innocent one was the dude on the left. He's like, come on, man,
You
come on,
think I thought he was
man.
the more guilty Bama because he
I was about
broke.
to say
He
that's
can't
the
pay for a shape
mastermind.
up. Look at his head. Yeah, core top bottle head shape up
Yeah,
ass nigga. He ain't got
All
shit.
this tells me is that these men who are grown enough, who should be pursuing some type of career or industry and making a living, are bums.
My my only question is
Bums.
which
Why
one of
don't
these
you have a
Bamas
job?
which one of these Bamas stole the jaws of life?
I know. And what fire station?
Clearly. Who
Clearly,
got it? Who
inside
got that job?
job.
The suspects were
200,000
arrested
too.
on
They got
March 19th,
200,000
and
on file.
Hmm.
authorities have recovered cash, firearms, and multiple vehicles allegedly tied to the crimes. So you successfully steal an ATM. You
These
successfully
Bamas.
break into it and get the cash out. And what do?
You
You
stay
stay in
around.
town and
Yeah.
you
And
buy
you
you,
buy
you
shit.
keep all your guns and you keep all of the cash all
Stupid.
gathered up
Stupid.
together nice and neatly, so all somebody needs is probable cause or a search warrant to find it.
Hey, look, dumb niggas. I got a special announcement for you. When you do crime like this, you have to move. You got to go away and never come back. You hit this spot, you can't come back to that spot that you
At
hit.
least for a couple years.
Just it don't come back.
I
Just
mean,
stay
it's not
gone.
like they murdered somebody. You can come back
True.
for stealing an
True.
ATM after a couple years.
I'm gonna tell
But
you like this. If it
These.
was me, I'm going to Cali and I'm never coming back.
Mm.
200 grand, I'm
I
never
mean,
coming
still
back.
enough to start a new life. I'm with you.
Hell
That's a,
yeah.
that's enough to start a new life for at
Start
least
a
But you
new
six
life.
stayed.
six 6 months.
But you stayed because you a dumb nigga. Just like the other two dumb niggas.
And I'm
Y'all
telling you,
stayed
when
there and
they
been
got
dumb
that third
niggas.
one, somebody was doing something, flashing something, being loud, over talking,
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, buying the new shit, Birkin bag for his girl and shit. Why you
No,
do
they got
that?
no
I
girls.
love you, boo.
They're buying prostitutes. They have no women.
You
I
Period.
got a
think
point.
I think
You
the
got a
They do
point.
not
dude
have
I
any
think the
girlfriends.
dude in the middle was the crazy one.
That's Muhammad
That that
Atta.
that was willing to pistol whip somebody that wasn't necessary. and
Hell
the,
yeah.
and the dude on the
You
right
right, man.
and
You
the dude
right,
on the
man.
right, I think he's
He
the
might have
bluff.
been the one that operated the jaws of life.
I think he
Uh,
He's
drove
the
the
one that
car
knows
because
how to
he's
use
slow.
machinery and
he jumped
lifts
the
and
He drove the car. He drove the car.
and he
That's all he
definitely
could
drove.
do.
He definitely drove.
He had
He
the
backed the
Utz
truck
chips in
up.
the dash.
He
and
backed
the
the truck up.
and the one on the far left started talking.
You
This one
might
on
be
the
right,
left
man.
plant is
Come
the
on,
one that
man.
got them together.
Yeah,
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 yeah. He's like, I know
yeah.
Obama that
Right,
got the
right.
jaws of life. And Obama was like, yeah, for real. I got the car. Let's do something. And they got together and did some dumb shit. It stayed. Y'all
Damn.
deserve whatever you
And then they
get,
added
man.
the wild dude in the middle, and then it
Yeah,
just went
yeah,
downhill from there.
yeah.
Muhammad Atta, he set that shit off. He set that shit
I
off. He was
knew I
like,
shouldn't have left him in there. I
"Ka-ka-ka-ka-ka."
know I.
Yeah, Taliban,
Shit.
like shit.
Okay, all right. So
You asked your Sally? He too comfortable being in jail. That's not the
Yeah.
right one to
He
ask.
been there before. He been
the
there.
one he been there before. You don't want,
You ain't
yeah.
gonna do nothing but 7 years, man. Hey, what I'm telling
Exactly.
you.
They probably they're not gonna put you in no maximum
They
They
gonna
gonna
security.
put
put
you
you
up
on the
there in
top.
CCBC. I
Yeah,
was
they
over
got a bunch
there.
of trash. Yeah, you can hit them damage. You do transsexuals, yeah, you good to go.
Hey, hey, uh, we gonna,
And on a more serious note,
I heard that you never want to do a crime with three people.
Hell
But go
no.
ahead.
Somebody gonna snitch.
But yeah, but let's
is
get
three the
to our
magic number? Is three the
yeah
one too many?
too
So
many.
what happened to dead presidents?
All right. So moving on a more serious note to Virginia. A Gainesville woman missing since August has been found and is now back home.
Hold up.
Queen, Queen Destiny Taylor, a 25-year-old mother of two from Gainesville, was missing for 7 months and has now been found and is back home with her family. Taylor went missing in August after her shift at the Gainesville Wild Wings restaurant.
What kind of name is
Police
that?
listed Taylor's case in the National Missing Persons Database, but said they found no signs of foul play and believed she was voluntarily missing. They say
Yeah,
that real quick when it's a sister. Is
I
she a
believe
sister?
him.
Is she a sister?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they say
Queen
that real
Destiny
quick.
Taylor. That's a black chick.
Her family feared Taylor, who struggled with mental health issues in the past, had fallen victim to human trafficking. Taylor's
Mm.
family has not released further details, but posted March 20th on the Facebook page, Help Find Destiny Taylor, that she had been found and was home. In the time she was gone, Taylor missed her younger brother's funeral
Mm.
following his death in a crash on Interstate 95, her youngest
Dang.
son's first day of kindergarten, both her boys' birthdays, Christmas with her 8 siblings, and the birthday she shares with her twin sister. Wow. She's
Oh,
a
she off the
twin.
hook. Oh shit, she off the hook. She try. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
They were very quick to name her voluntarily missing. Why, as a police
Yeah.
officer, do you think that somebody with that type of strong family ties? First of all, she's a twin. Twins don't go away from them each other lightly. Then she's a mother, so you telling me that she just abandoned her kids? Then she has brothers and sisters. She come from a big, strong family that's all close knit, and she just
they
left.
said. They
Come on,
said.
man.
They said she had fallen victim to human trafficking. Like this
No, no,
happened
no.
before.
They feared,
They
No. Oh, they
feared.
fear.
They
Okay.
feared. They
Okay.
feared.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Good
and
point. All
she
right.
had, and then
Correction.
the fact that she had mental illness. So with she voluntarily left. What kind of police? Like the police, they don't care, man. They do not care. Nobody
Well,
cares
You,
about black women.
so what do you expect the police to do?
Don't quit.
You
Don't
think they
just
quit?
assume something that's not logical. It's not logical for you to think that this
so
young
where'd
woman
she go?
left her family, her kids, her twin sister, and not
She
even acknowledge the
25.
fact that she got mental issues.
She went to
If
go, she went go ahead.
Yeah, I think she met up with somebody and didn't
She
tell nobody.
she met up with this dude she saw on TikTok with the chain and the wrist
Yeah.
and the
I don't
car
believe it. I don't
and
believe
Yes.
and
it.
she's
She had a flame.
I stand with Queen. I don't believe it.
you stand with
Her
Queen?
name is
I,
her name is Queen. Her name is Queen Destiny Taylor.
And first of all, anybody I would say 75% of women named Destiny. There's something
It's her
crazy.
middle name.
Okay, all right.
Leave her alone.
She's
Yeah, her
40,
name is
And Queen,
Queen
45%.
Destiny Taylor.
it is a
But
problem in this country when brown women and brown boys end up missing. The same interest is not there, the same news coverage is not there, and more assumptions are made about them just up and leaving on their own. That's a fact. So no,
I,
She was
they didn't
very
she
try.
just
she
They
was
didn't try.
cool. She was very close with the family, right? She has a twin. So
That's what I'm
you
thinking.
mean
Yeah.
to tell me nobody didn't know nothing since October, and then she just want to show up on the in March?
We
She
don't
just
just
know.
like
off the
We
out
don't
the
know
blue.
how
and
she
be like,
swam.
"Hey
We don't have
y'all,
no details.
hey y'all."
We don't have
Yeah,
no
She has a
details.
face. They put up a Facebook
I
page
need.
on.
But they
Is
said
her
she's been
body
found
bruised?
and she's home. That's it. We don't know
She been
nothing. We don't know
beaten.
where she was, how they found her, what happened. We don't know nothing. All I'm saying is I stand with Queen. The police had an unreasonable response. This saying that she was voluntarily missing, that's lazy. And that's what happens when a black woman goes missing. It's been an epidemic. They're making independent movies, lifetime movies. People are winning awards. Erica Alexander did a documentary. Garcelle Bouveau did a movie with Tasha Smith. Like it's a real epidemic in this country
They
over the
found
past
no.
15 over the past I want to say it started going up around corona, but it might even have started before then. Y'all didn't hear this about
So
how black women are just disappearing like
yeah,
nobody,
we
like
heard
where are
that.
they
Yeah,
going?
we
Yeah,
heard that. But I do know that there's a thing with women that just feeling tired and burnt out. They're not getting any help, or some dude might have messed up their mental
She had a
uh
whole family.
chemical.
runaways.
She had a whole village.
And a lot of these girls, they go to different countries, different. They go on vacation and they leave their kids. And
25 mother of two.
No, no.
25 mother of two. She ran
Don't
away
you
from
don't say it.
responsibility.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't you say it. No.
I'm
Nope.
just saying, could
Nope.
that have been? Could
No.
that have been?
No.
I know you stand with Queen
I
Destiny
stand
Taylor.
with Queen. But
She
go ahead.
25,
What you gonna
and
say? Go ahead.
she a cutie. She a cutie, and she mental
hey
health like
y'all,
her youngest
where were
son's
you
first.
at?
Yeah, yeah. I
No.
We got all these people worried about you.
yeah. I told
See, and
my
the
sister
detectives
to
were
tell
probably
y'all.
men like y'all too, by the way. And they probably always thinking the same thing.
So you say,
Yep.
hello, hello, man. I'm very concerned for your daughter. I'm Detective B More, and this is Detective Cool. And
But did you ever
she,
consider the fact that maybe that's y'all right there?
you ever consider
That's
the fact
y'all.
that
I
she's with
know.
a new man?
I mean, give it her track record, her
What
past,
track
her history.
record? You just made that up. See
We
how
just
people
talked to
just
her.
assume about black women?
We just talked
You
to
just
her baby
No,
daddies, and
just
we
assume.
yeah,
Just assume the
but
worst about black
hey
women is
man,
no,
her first
no.
baby daddy was
it's not your
Pookie
fault. It's
Johnson.
programming, okay? I don't even blame you, okay?
We already got Buki. We already
Pookie Johnson
we got
said
Pookie Johnson.
that bitch safe, man. She went over there to that other dude, man. Fuck that nigga.
So we're gonna charge her for lying to the police.
Oh, the other joke that did that.
Yeah. What happened to her? Made everybody look bad.
What
Yeah,
happened?
she had kidnapped herself.
She kidnapped herself.
Who?
The girl that was on the highway.
She said she saw a white baby.
Yeah, she tried to help her or something in the van. So he said, "What the hell she
Oh
do
God!
that
Even
for?
when the lie
Why
is
she
that terrible, I mean that's
why she
different.
do that? Why she do that? Why she do
Sometimes
that?
people really do want attention,
Mm-hmm.
She
pity. What do
need
you say?
love.
No,
Victimhood is the new like I don't know
It's
goal or
the
something.
currency.
Like
It's the
to
new
be a
currency.
victim is like you
Validation.
know
no,
people
no.
get
We're
the
sorry.
attention that they were lacking in their life.
I
We
just think
hurt you so
I
bad.
think people just have enough when they just want to go away, and then once they go away, they realize, oh shit,
I shouldn't have left.
I shouldn't
That's
have
not a
left.
thing. That's not a thing.
That's not a thing. Okay,
Not when you have a support system. It's not.
we don't
When you
know.
really feel
We
like you
don't
are,
know.
I feel like it's possible when you doing everything on your own, but not for nothing. All the single moms around here, as unless they have like some kind of drug habit, moms don't usually leave their kids. They just don't, especially not black mothers. That's
But
not something that we do. We tough it out. That's why everybody thinks we so damn strong and it's all strong black women because we take all the bullshit and we still manage to raise kids, raise other people's kids, put food on the table, look good, look fly, smell good, be loving, be caring. Sometimes you might have a little attitude because you're stressed out all the time, but do your best, show up, participate whenever you can, vote, motherfucking pay taxes.
Now, one
I
time I heard you
wanna
say, lay
get
down and chill the fuck
away.
out.
I
You
wanna
can
That's
when
what
you
y'all
want
need
fly
to
to,
do.
when you by yourself.
away.
So
Chill the
that's what I'm
fuck out,
saying.
y'all.
So she had a whole
Yeah.
village. I do not
All
believe
right.
that she just rolled out.
Hey
In
y'all,
Gainesville?
in Gainesville, Virginia,
Where even is that?
Virginia, off 66 West.
Yeah.
But we love
I don't
black
Yeah.
know why I
women.
asked. I don't know nothing about Virginia.
Yeah,
We love black women,
Gainesville.
and what you said was
That's
100%
correct.
correct. But that was
Yes,
a
I want
show.
both of y'all. I want both of y'all to say
Detectives,
we
what?
What,
He's good.
stand with
protect
Queen
He's
Destiny?
black
good cop. I'm bad
women.
cop. We're not gonna let this case
I,
drop, man. We will stay on this case.
Say I protect black women.
I
protect black women.
protect
I
black
love black
women,
women. We love them.
but Destiny Queen,
Street sweeper.
y'all.
She's in them streets, man. She saw a homie with the gold chain and was like, "What's up, boo
Mm-hmm.
boo?
Mm-hmm.
Come on over here, doggy." Yeah.
But I got
How
kids.
you like my voices?
Fuck those kids.
Yeah, see, yeah.
All
Get him
right.
over there, Joe.
Let me see. How do y'all feel about street races? Like, I'm
Man,
seeing a
Ah,
whole
I
lot of them
just
happening in Virginia and
are they?
Alexandria,
It's
and
different.
they're
Where in
doing they're doing
Alexandria?
these large car meets. And
man.
to me, I'm at an age when I'm like, y'all
Yeah,
motherfuckers don't got no insurance. Y'all gonna get fucked up.
No, I
yeah.
want to see the. I'm not here
They
about
think
that. I
this is
want to see the
Fast and
races.
Furious. I've seen many videos of like
Hmm.
kids just getting knocked out. They're getting
Oh,
hit
these are
from the car
little
and they're
They
kids
right
flying out.
outside my street now.
for real.
Central
They be
Avenue.
flying down Sheriff Road.
Central Avenue, they get it in. They get it in right
Central Avenue.
with
Oh man, I used
Six
to.
Flags. You can
Man,
hear them from Capitol Heights.
they be racing.
Yeah, they'll shut down the intersection. You can see the donuts on Lake
Yeah,
Armory.
Real.
yeah.
They got the donuts
I
tracks
ain't
all
know that.
over the place out here. And
These
my job.
I
I
haven't
can't.
seen street races since I was in high school. I'm not
Oh,
cool enough to
Yeah,
know
I
yeah.
was
everybody
I
that
was
do
I
that
was
You
does
know,
that.
involved.
I know. What you
Yeah.
say? You was involved.
I was involved. I went down 50
Okay.
where
Lord.
New Carrollton Station
Oh
is.
wow. So
I
you
was out
okay?
there until
Yeah,
they put
back
the
by New
humps up
All
there.
right.
Carrollton Station.
They
So
Yep.
you
put the
was
speed humps
They
right
put the
there. We
speed
let
humps in there.
yep.
I
They
don't
was
know
like,
where it
oh,
got
can't go
moved to.
nowhere else. And I
so
just
you
stopped going after that.
so you were the Vin Diesel and shit with 20,
Were you
20,
the racer or were you
20
a
ounces
spectator?
of
Was
Nas and
not the I
shit.
was the spectator. I was the spectator. Was
Okay.
not the racer. I
You
ain't I
you
ain't
ain't
got
had
it
your
in me to do
Nas.
that.
Okay.
Heck, nope, nope, yeah, fuck that. I don't know how to work that shit. They press the button. What
You ain't had
button?
the Chinese girl doing this.
Nope, there. Nah, I was at no, some Spanish
No,
chick. She was
I have
Spanish
seen
though.
some videos in bad
Yeah.
though. Like you letting them, you trying to be the end. You could be the start. I would never
Yeah.
be the ending chick to be like, okay, and the motherfuckers coming and they go all.
Hold up.
Nah,
You gotta be on the end. You gotta be in the street.
I
Do
think
you
I
have
so.
to
seen
be in the street in the
videos.
end? And at the end?
I don't know, man. I don't have my cop meter working. I don't know where the
Or when
cops
the
at.
or when the
My cop radar. So,
They
but
killing
or
yeah,
with
just
that
when
shit
people
though.
is
I
like
wish they stopped.
crowded, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Right by the end, it's like in
Yeah,
motherfuckers
My life is too important for that shit. I don't want to get
lose
fucked up.
clearly.
But
control.
Yeah.
these youth, like I'm gonna let y'all go after this, but in Silver Spring, Dick's Sporting Goods, they put up this sign saying no kids that doesn't have an adult with them are allowed to
Damn.
come in after certain
They be
time.
stealing.
So
These
there's
Bama's stealing basketballs.
so
They
Under
come in like with a
Armour's,
mob and steal.
yeah. So
Oh, they doing that.
like, how do
Taking all
Yeah,
the
y'all
clothes and
that's so
shit.
whack
like
though.
what do you think should be done with these kids that's be doing these robberies? Somebody in Fairfax, some teenager just smashed through a gun shop, and some other kids in this area they robbed
People
somebody and
are gonna
took
have
their
to start
cars.
beating kids in the street again. That's what is gonna happen. See, everybody's
Nah,
too afraid. You're
I
gonna have to
think what's
start
gonna
beating these
happen.
kids or shooting them
Watch
with BB guns.
or that.
Get your ass.
See,
I
she
mean,
on to
the
something.
community, the store owners, Y'all gotta start hitting these kids upside their head because
Hey, they're gonna
they
do
not too
that.
scared to hit you upside your head.
They're gonna do that. They're gonna go
Let
across
them
that
know
one
they
store.
gonna have to work for this merchandise
Billy Bob
and wear
Thornton
their ass out.
gonna whip out that shotgun.
You can't be
Pacow.
afraid to
And
go to
then
jail.
we going Black Lives Matter all
It's
over
the
Yeah.
again.
only way. If
Oh yeah, he ain't
It's
deserve that.
happened.
you
Yep, it's
can't
gonna
be
happen.
what? Go ahead.
Little black youngin gonna be in the wrong store. Billy Bob Thornton gonna come around back. Pacow.
And then we're gonna cry out and say, "Oh, it's
Right.
white
Hey,
violence against a
hey,
young black boy."
calling this shit for years. It's coming. Just like them
Yeah.
bammers with the bikes and shit, with the
Yeah.
four wheelers. Keep telling, hey man, don't go around the spots you're not supposed to.
And then
Bammers is ready to test you.
curfews at the MGM and at the National Harbor. Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah,
It,
take
PG.
it
your
gets
ass
to a
on.
point
Cause
with
y'all don't have
PG.
no money.
They
Nobody wants to
fucking
be
up the
around
money. They
kids.
fucking up the
Yeah,
money. And
yeah,
you know what's gonna happen in DC? Martial law.
But
yeah,
you know what needs to happen is they need to
yeah.
give kids shit to do. You all the malls now, because I mean the mall used to be one of the places where you hung out, but like the kids, we used to
It's
do
too much
stuff. We
crime
would go
now.
to the mall, we would go to the skating ring, the movie
Or
theater,
you sneak into the movie
bowling,
theater.
laser
Hmm.
tag. But you know what I'm saying? So they
It's
got to give
layers.
kids places to go and then not make it a cost an arm and a leg. Like kids can't go to Dave and Buster's. That shit is too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's layers, and I feel like I'm about to expose them, but it's time to expose because I ain't playing in their league no more. Look up Prince George's County Boys and Girls Club, and then
Uh-huh.
click on some of them town and city links. You're
Mm-hmm.
gonna get 404 server not found. What I have a problem with is these county council members
Mm-hmm.
in their specific wards or whatnot
Mm-hmm.
claiming that things are getting better in their little ward.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't even have a an existing boys and girls club. So what are your kids doing? Because you can't
Mm-hmm.
keep relying on park and planning for everything. What is
That's
your
what I was telling.
like you got Capitol Heights. You click on District Heights or Capitol Heights. They Boys and Girls Club not even in existence. Bladensburg not in existence. New Carrollton not in existence. And that's where the
Says
money is.
this site has not been updated.
See what I'm saying?
Well,
I
actually, it
tried to
says here
revive. I
news. Yeah, no.
I tried to revive a club and they told me it was $10,000 in debt. I said, let me get them out of debt then. Not saying
Uh-huh.
I got the money in my pocket, but we was
But you
gonna
want to
raise
know
the money.
what the steps are.
Yeah, can we work to
Uh-huh.
get it done?
Uh-huh.
Nothing. They don't help you out here. I've been in the trenches. They don't help you out here, and none of these gyms are open enough to partner up with anybody individually unless you got bread.
Mm-hmm.
But the county council know this,
Mm-hmm.
but they pointing fingers at park and planning. So
And you
yeah, I
can't
feel
just
away.
keep on doing curfews without giving them something to do.
You got to do. You can't.
Because
You
then they
can't
just
get,
gonna
stay in the
start
house,
partying in the house, drinking and shit, and then fucking cold down in the house
TikToking with their cell phone
Right.
or doing streams, live streams, and
Mm.
meeting
and
up with Bammers in
doing crazy
Gainesville.
shit for entertainment.
And then
Yeah.
you can't put them in juvenile detention centers because they're getting beat up and raped.
They're
There's
gonna get worse.
this new lawsuit. Uh,
Yeah, and that's
it's
not it's no it's nowhere safe. You don't have nothing for them to do. You don't have no way to protect them. I mean, it's
No.
like
What are we
they
doing?
these people really I be trying to tell my son and even my sister, like, you gotta realize that nobody cares about you. Once you realize that, then you know how to you got to advocate for yourself and everything
Navigate through
and
life.
advocate for your loved ones because these people don't care about you. They just
Nope.
want to collect money and have things, material things, and have a status in life. They do not care about us. They do not care about these
Crazy.
kids. And I just feel like there's a special place in hell reserved for people who screw over kids in every
Yeah.
way,
Yeah.
directly
Yeah.
and indirectly.
I felt that. I felt that. I felt that.
we're gonna end it with that because we don't play with them kids. It's love
Not
the
at all.
kids. Well, great show, y'all. I think we covered. The show just writes itself. So tell the people they can reach you at.
Leslie Olabisi, you can reach me at Love Studios. Check the link in my Instagram bio to get merch. I got drinkware, clothing, all types of things. And
Fresh
Leslie O
hoodie
voice. If you just type me in the Google, everything.
in the Google.
If you're interested in getting into voiceover or any of the performing arts with children's programming or anything like that, holla at me. If you need a host, MC for your event, presenter, that's me.
Black man.
Yeah. Like I said before, explicit intelligence. You spell it correctly. If you can't, damn, what happened to you? Mr. Cool on IG. It's written right on the
But
screen. You
spell that one
can't miss it.
incorrectly.
Yeah, you spell that one incorrectly like shit. You can find me there. And you better check Ish Talk, because that's where I'm at too. You see it in the back.
You say you get
Back.
money, that's ish
Spliff
talk. You
man.
say
Spliff
you get money,
man. There
that's
you
ish
go.
talk. I beg, I beg, I beg, I beg. I
Make
beg,
sure
I
you
beg,
go
I
to
beg.
Love Studios, copy you some merchandise. Make sure you go follow Ish Talk. Make sure you go follow Cool. I'm your host, B Moore. Stay black.
They say you running plays, that's ish talk. You say you get